Hey everybody, and welcome to another Cricut craft tutorial. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos on Wednesdays and Saturdays with the occasional bonus live video. Today we're going to talk about glow-in-the-dark vinyl. Now we've talked about glow-in-the-dark HTV, but there's also an adhesive vinyl that is permanent that is available. I have made some cups, and these are the color changing ones from 651 Vinyl. They come in 5 colors with 5 lid colors, and you do get a straw included with these. They are really fun cups. I like them. But I did kind of a matching design on each one because we're going to give these away to some friends of ours at an event. And I just sort of wanted them all to match. And if you notice, the glow-in-the-dark is going to be the white part on these. And then I have the blue part that matches with the glow-in-the-dark. So it's going to be really fun. I've done this one as well. This glows in the dark, just that white part that you see. And I'll show you guys a picture of all of these glowing before we get started. And then the last one is this, and I'm actually going to show you guys how to make this sign. Super easy. We'll do this one in another tutorial, but today I want to show you guys how to do the boo cups. So I will show you guys all of these glowing, and then we'll go over to Design Space. Here is the Fabulous Cup glowing. These cups are made of BPA-free plastic. They hold 24 ounces, and you can use adhesive to decorate these cups. The bottom does say that they are dishwasher safe. However, once you put vinyl on them, they are not. So make sure you keep that in mind. They are going to sweat, but the vinyl will hold just fine. And they change color with only ice cold drinks. So just keep that in mind with your color changing cup. So we're ready to weed. And as you can see, we have a whole theme here with mint. But the glow-in-the-dark needs to be cut on light cardstock. It is a thicker vinyl than a 651, and we are going to use registration marks on this to help us line these up. So first thing we're going to do is attempt to peel off our backing here from our glow-in-the-dark. This does not, like the white, doesn't have a blue background to it. This one does have a white, and it is kind of greenish. So everybody gets the HTV and the white HTV mixed up. With this one, you really don't have to worry about it because you can totally tell the difference. This one, A, feels heavier, and B, does have a green tint to it. So it really does make it almost impossible to mix this up with a white adhesive vinyl. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. Just be careful, but you really can't mix them up because they do look so different. Now you are going to weed this very carefully because, like I said, it does have to cut on a bit of a higher cut setting than regular vinyl. And while mine cut pretty nicely, it is still kind of sticking to it. So I am just going to go pretty slow with this one. But this is a really fun vinyl to work with. And I know everybody thinks the glow-in-the-darks are just a neat product, and they are. I love them. They're really fun to work with. So there's the major part of it done, and we just have to go in and get these little bits. Now, my machine did lift them a little bit, which sort of was a bummer, but it didn't end up causing too much of an issue with cutting, so I'm not super worried about it, but you do need to be aware that you may need to do some test cuts. I did test cut, and I probably should have upped my pressure a little bit, but it was okay. It worked fine. And I hate when all of a sudden like a piece goes flying and you have no idea where it went. I just lost that little piece. He has a little piece in his arm, and that one's going to be kind of tough because it's real thin. So you're probably going to see the top of my head while I'm trying to do this. So I'm going to lift up his little arm to get it out of the way. And then I'm going to try to work this little thin piece out because it did get a little bit stuck under his arm. So we're going to have to work that out a little bit. And then we're probably going to have to very carefully peel it off with the pin pen and my finger. Got that one. Okay. Just got to do his eyes, which also kind of shifted a little bit, but I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. This does seem to come off of itself pretty easy. This stuff does stick really well, though, to your products. So we're going to put this on one of those super fun color changing cups. There's another piece that randomly disappeared on me. And the nice thing is, even though those color changing cups are not double walled and they do sweat, the vinyl holds really well to those. Now we're going to do the boo, which I know everyone's sitting going, oh, it should be orange. Well, you know what? I didn't want orange. I wanted to do mine in mint just to be a little bit different, have a little bit of fun with it. Our registration marks, you want to make sure those stay on. Mine wanted to lift up a little bit, but that's okay. There we go. So I wanted to do mint. I just wanted to be a little bit different, and I think it'll look really cute on the blue cup. I just wasn't feeling orange, so I did mint. This is just Oracal 651, which you just cut on your vinyl setting, so nothing too crazy. Now I am going to probably need another piece of backing just to be safe, because this I didn't cut around that terribly large, but it should be fine. We'll just have to be a little bit careful when we're lining these up. And what I'm gonna do is take, this is medium tack transfer tape from 651. This is my favorite of the transfer tapes. And all I'm gonna do is cut off a little piece. I need to get some scissors. We're just gonna cut off a little piece of it, nothing crazy. And we are going to take our ghost and put him on. And all I'm going to do is squeegee him down. You don't have to do a lot. You don't have to press real hard. And what we're going to do now is peel back where our registration marks are. And I'm going to trim off the bottom where those marks were, because we don't need that part. Because we're going to use the registration marks to line this up. And I don't want to take the whole decal off, because if I screw it up, I can at least go back and fix it. But this way you just use your registration marks, and if you line up your boxes just right, like you're supposed to, so you should line them up so you can't see any of the blue. So there's that. What we'll do now is we're gonna peel back our backing on the glow in the dark. And you're gonna wanna be careful doing this, because you wanna make sure that it all stays on. And because I cut this a little bit short, I'm going to keep part of it on there. And I know it's super hard to see the glow in the dark on camera. I'm going to see if you can maybe see it if I bring it up a little bit closer to you guys, but I still think it's really hard to see. But I will show it to you once we put it on. So now we don't need these registration mark pieces anymore, and I can just take them off. Now there's a couple ways you can do these. You can absolutely leave your registration marks and just keep them covered up. You can unroll your whole decal, just depends. So then this other trick, and I learned this from my friend Linda, and Linda runs Ellaby Creates. She took a towel, but I don't have a towel up here, so I'm gonna use a t-shirt. And what she did was she rolled it one way, and then she rolled it the other way to make like a little channel. And then she put her cup in it. Genius, Linda, really. So I'm stealing her idea. I love that. And look how well it works. My cup doesn't move around anymore. So this is a 24-ounce cup. They are BPA free, which is just awesome. I love that they are BPA free. They are dishwasher safe top rack without vinyl on them, so if you don't decorate them, you can absolutely do that. But once you put vinyl on them, they are no longer dishwasher safe. They do sweat, like I said, but your vinyl will hold just fine. And these are for cold water or cold drinks only, not hot. So do keep that in mind, but I absolutely love these cups. They're really fun. They come in 5 colors and 5 lid choices. You can get any color with any lid, and they do include a straw. So you get quite a few things, which is really nice. So now what we're gonna do is lay down our decal, and I didn't wanna make this guy way too big because I wanted to make sure we could really see him. And because this isn't a solid piece, I'm able to lay it down all at once and then just rub it to get it to stick to the cup, rather than having to maybe use like a hinge method, which I love if you're doing something that's a solid piece, because then it makes sure you don't get any bubbles. So we'll just do a quick little swipe across, and then all we have to do now is just peel off our transfer tape. Look at how cute this is. I love him. And yeah, I said you guys would be able to see this a lot better on the cup so that you could actually see the design that we did. So there's our fabulous. And we will go to a dark room so that you guys can see this guy glow. Here is our finished cup in the light. I love it. I think the mint is really cute. Really, cat? That's my cat Maggie. She has to be involved in everything. So let's turn off the light and you guys will be able to see it glow. And here it is glowing. Such a fun product to work with and really easy to work with, and you can do a lot with them. Hope you guys had fun learning how to work with some glow-in-the-dark adhesive vinyl. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm always happy to answer those for you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Hit that bell icon, that will let you know when I post a new video or when I go live. Have a great day and happy crafting.